Hi, my name's Karen and I'm a station manager for Tyne Fire and Rescue Service, and I work in the Prevention and Education Department. I manage the teams that go out into people's homes to try and keep people safe and prevent fires happening in the first place. I've been with the fire service for nearly 38 years. I started with the fire service because I really wanted to help people and be there when people were in trouble and make sure that I kept them safe. I started my career in the emergency control room, taking 999 calls. From there, I moved into prevention and education, which is where I am now. I'm also a fire cadet instructor. I'm very proud to be part of Tyne Fire and Rescue Service. I'm really lucky that every day I have an opportunity to make a difference, and a real positive difference to someone's life and keep them safe, and I know how lucky I am. I'm also really proud to be part of our fire family. The amount of support that we give to every member of the service just makes me feel really proud every day. We are a true family and everybody's there for everybody, every step of the way. My fire safety message to you today is about smoke alarms. It's really important that everybody has working smoke alarms on every level of their home. Smoke alarms give you really early warning if a fire should start in your home, which will allow you and the rest of your family to escape quickly and safely. It's really important though that you look after your smoke alarm so it can look after you. Make sure you test it regularly. Test it every week to make sure it's working, and if it's not, you need to make sure that you get it replaced. You can get smoke alarms from most really good DIY shops, but your local fire and rescue service will be always on hand, either using an email or telephone the local station, and they will give you the advice that you need. It's also really important never to disconnect your alarm or remove the battery, because that way it will not work and will not give you the warning that you need. As well as standard smoke alarms, which now all have a 10-year battery in, we also fit specialist alarms for people who are deaf or hard of hearing. This is the unit that connects to the alarm. It has a flashing strobe light and a vibrating pad. So even someone who is deaf or hard of hearing, when the alarm goes off, these units will activate and give them the same warning as everybody else, so they too can get out safely. So remember, make sure you at home have working smoke alarms on every level of your home, and make sure all your friends and families have them too. Remember, your smoke alarm will save your life. Take care of it, take care of yourself.
Hi, my name's Megan Douglas and I'm a watch manager at West Denton Fire Cadets. I've been a fire cadet for about 3 years now. I joined because I've always wanted to be a firefighter from the young age of 7. Being a cadet, I get to help the community and I get a foundation of knowledge for my future career. My fire safety message to you is about hair straighteners. Hair straighteners and similar appliances are a major cause of UK's fires. About 500,000 per year are caused by appliances like this. Remember, when using hair straighteners, to turn them off and unplug them by the wall. And when using them, use a heatproof mat or a heatproof surface. And before you put them away, allow time for them to cool.
Hello, my name's Laura Sharp. I'm one of the occupational health nurses here at Tyne Fire and Rescue Service. I've been in the service about 3 years now. Best job I've ever had. Absolutely love being a nurse, but I love being a nurse in the fire service. The job is different every day, the people are lovely, and we get to look after the people who look after the public and make sure that they're fit and healthy to do their job. I've got a fire safety message for you based on paraffin-based creams and lotions. These creams and lotions are things that you would use if somebody had eczema or psoriasis, so it could be yourself or a family member. Just bear in mind that these creams and lotions can be very flammable, which means they catch fire very easily. So it's keeping clothes and bedding and things like that away from naked flames like candles, fires, gas fires, anything that could catch fire. And making sure that your parents change your bedding regularly to make sure that whatever creams or lotions are soaked into those clothes or bedding is washed away. You might find it easier to have blankets or throws over seats rather than sitting on the seat covers, because that will get rid of all that soaked in lotion and then reduce the risk of fires. Take care and stay safe.
My name's Leanne McGee. I'm a firefighter for Tyne Fire and Rescue at Biker Fire Station, also a swift water rescue technician. I've been in the fire service for 13.5 years and I've absolutely loved every minute of it. I didn't know what to expect before I joined, but I've never looked back. It's one of the best jobs that you could possibly get into. My safety message to you is, if you are in and around open water, please be safe. For more information, check out the RNLI or the RLSS websites. Take care, be water away.
Hi, my name's Beth and I'm a crew manager fire cadet and I've been here for 5 years. Here at Cadets, I've met some amazing people and get to join in with some amazing opportunities. I joined Cadets because my mum saw an advert on Facebook and I thought I would enjoy it, and I've been here ever since. My fire safety message to you is about baking at home. One of my loves is home baking. I often bake for my friends and instructors at Fire Cadets. However, I know how important it is to cook safely. Always make sure your kitchen and benches are tidy and clean from clutter. Never leave anything on the cooker hob. Never leave your cooking unattended, and always turn off all appliances when finished and ensure the area and cooker is cleaned.
Hi everyone, my name's Louise Coulthard and I'm the crew manager for the Preventative Education team in Newcastle District. I joined Tyne Fire and Rescue Service 14 years ago now, when my son was only 4 years old. One of the main reasons for joining was the flexible hours, which made a big difference to my work-life balance and the time that I could spend with my son. There's lots and lots of things I love about my role. I've made lots of good friends within the fire service, but one of the main things for me is the information that I provide to people, whether that be at home safety checks, whether that be talks, whether that be schools education lessons. It means I'm giving people the information that they can then make choices to keep themselves safe in their homes. Gives you a great sense of job satisfaction. I'm going to talk to you a little bit now about how you can stay safe overnight. When you're asleep, that's when you're at your most vulnerable. That's when you're relying on your working smoke alarms telling you that you have a fire if one should unfortunately happen. What we need you to think about is having a check before you go to bed to make sure you're taking as many preventative measures as you can. This could be things like making sure electrical items are switched off, so your TVs, your laptops, your gaming stations, computers, things like that. Make sure they're switched off, and if you can, unplug them. Things in your kitchen, make sure they're all switched off too. It's not charging things like mobile phones and tablets overnight. Please make sure you don't do that because they can overheat. And definitely don't charge mobile phones and put them under your pillows, because we have seen that before. It's things like, if you have used candles, make sure that they are blown out. Ideally, don't use candles. Please use battery ones if you do want to use candles. Check that you know where your door keys are and everybody in the house knows where those keys are, because if you do need to escape, those keys need to be where everyone can find them. Keep your escape routes clear. We don't want you falling and hurting yourselves if you do need to get out of the property. And make sure doors are closed, because if you are unfortunately enough to have a fire, those doors can help stop the spread of fire for 10 to 15 minutes. So it's just little things you can do before you go to bed to keep yourself safe. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Hello, I'm Rachel and I'm a Corporate Communications Advisor here at Tyne Fire and Rescue Service, and I've been part of the service for just over 2 years now, and I love being part of the fire family. So what does my job involve then? Every day is quite different, it's really varied, and I really enjoy it. I get to be quite creative and have a bit of fun, but it's usually very, very busy. I help to look after our internal and external website, making sure that that's kept up to date and making sure that staff know any key messages that they need to. I help to plan campaigns with departments such as Prevention, Education, Fire Safety, making sure that they are able to deliver their key messages to the public to help keep people and businesses safe in Tyne and Wear. I deal with media queries, so they might come from the TV, the radio, newspapers or websites, making sure that they get the information that they need. I write press releases and statements, I interview people, I get to create videos and photographs and support our wider team to make sure that we're able to deliver any key messages that we need to, whether that's in the service or out of the service. I also look after and monitor our social media channels, so that includes Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and LinkedIn, making sure that they are up to date. There's plenty of nice good content on there, so that includes a mixture of videos, infographics, pictures. If we've got any incidents, that we are making sure we get the correct information within the service to let the media know, but also to let the public know that, you know, there might be a big fire or a car accident, so that people are aware that there is an incident and how they can keep safe. My safety message is about mobile phones. When you're charging your phone, make sure that it's on a nice solid surface. Never charge it under your pillow or on the sofa or on the carpet. That's because the battery can really easily overheat if it's on a soft furnishing. So make sure that it's on a nice solid surface so that the battery can't overheat and then it doesn't start a fire. When it's fully charged, unplug it and also turn the plug off at the wall, and that makes sure that you keep safe when you're charging your phone. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Tamsin and I'm a fire safety clerk within Tyne Business Fire Safety Team. I am also a fire cadet instructor. I have been with the fire service since I was 12 years old when I started as a cadet. I then became a volunteer at the age of 18 and then from 2018 became a fire safety clerk. Service do, and that is what brought me to look for a career. You don't always have to be a firefighter to work for the fire service. There are many other jobs that keep the fire service running. The reason I love working for Tyne Fire and Rescue Service is you always have a massive job satisfaction because you're able to help people and offer advice. Fire safety message to you is regarding our Fire Stoppers campaign. Even small outdoor fires can be dangerous because they place additional stress on our limited resources. Dealing with deliberate fires affects our ability to respond to more serious incidents like house fires and road traffic accidents. Fire Stoppers gives an anonymous way to report what they know about deliberate fire setting. It's managed by the independent charity Crime Stoppers, who remove all details that could be used to identify the person who was contacting them before passing the report to the police. To report a deliberate fire in Tyne and Wear, Northumberland or County Durham and Darlington, call 0800 169 5558 or go to www.firestoppersreport.co.uk for more information. Take care and stay safe.
Hi, I'm Rosie. I'm a community advocate with Tyne Fire and Rescue Service. I've worked for about 2 years. I have the privilege to go out in the community with vulnerable groups and teach them about fire safety in their home. What I'm going to talk to you today about is cooking in the kitchen. About half of all accidental fires in the house are caused by cooking accidents, and each year nationally about 70 people lose their lives and about 5,000 people are injured in the kitchen. So some basic rules. Keep everything clean, your toaster, your microwave, but most of all your hob area where your pans are going to be. Keep cornflake boxes, kitchen rolls, tea towels and everything away. If you are cooking, keep pan handles turned well in so that they can't get knocked off, or little brothers and sisters can't pull them off. It's important. Don't wear loose clothing when you are in the kitchen because scarves and things like that or long sleeves can catch fire while you're cooking. Never ever leave your cooking unattended. If you're leaving the kitchen, you must switch the heat off. If you're in the kitchen, don't get distracted. Stand by your pan. Don't put metal objects in microwaves. That's metal containers, metal cutlery or anything like that, because that causes difficulty as well. Stay safe in the kitchen and look after yourself.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Hargrave and I work for Tyne and Wear Fire and Rescue Service within the Business Fire Safety Department as an admin assistant. I've worked for the service for nearly a year now, having travelled for 2 years after I finished my studies at uni. I work with a great bunch of people with varying backgrounds, experiences and interests. If, like me, you enjoy travel and plan to get away on a camping or caravan staycation around the UK this summer, here are some important points to remember to keep your trip a safe one. Please make sure everyone knows how to escape your tent or caravan where your safe meeting place will be. Never leave an open fire burning or food cooking without supervision. Never use barbecues inside, and after use, please dispose of them safely. And finally, at night, use a torch instead of a candle and keep an eye out for shooting stars.
Hello, my name is Chloe Johnson. I'm a station manager in fire safety with Tyne Fire and Rescue Service, and I'm also our fire engineer. I've been in the service for 13 years and I really love it because I love the fact that I feel that my job makes a difference. Fire can develop and spread quicker than you can hear me tell you this message. Escaping is quicker and safer if you have an escape route plan for your home. So follow our top 5 tips for your escape route. Number 1 is to shout fire so everybody in the house knows what's happening. Number 2 is to get out. Number 3, shut all the doors behind you as you leave. Number 4, call the fire service. And number 5 is stay out, don't go back into the building. When you go home tonight, check with everybody in your home if you have an escape route plan. Stay safe and take care.
Hi, my name is Natalie Mortimer and I am a crew manager here at Tyne Fire and Rescue Services Training Centre. I've been in the service 18 years and have always wanted to be a firefighter since leaving school. The biggest pleasure I get out of my job is seeing recruits come in on day 1, not knowing anything about the fire and rescue service, leaving 15 weeks later as fully fledged firefighters. As a firefighter, we always need to wear personal protective equipment. Starting with the bottom, we have our boots with a steel toe cap. This protects our feet from anything that may fall, such as bricks and fallen debris from a building. We have over trousers and a tunic, which is highly visible. This protects us from heat and flames if we are to enter a property that is on fire. We also have a flash hood. This is what we would wear if we were going into a building where we'd need breathing apparatus. Have a helmet, again to protect our heads from any fallen debris inside of a building, and gloves to protect our hands. We also wear breathing apparatus. This is compressed air to allow us to enter a heavily smoke-logged property that may be on fire and to help us breathe and rescue any casualties and extinguish the fire when we're in there.
Hello, my name is Rachel Shepherd and I work at Tyne Fire and Rescue Service in the control room. I've worked in the fire service for over 12 years in a variety of admin roles across the service such as HR, occupational health and the transport section, but for the last 4 years I've worked in the control room. It's my job to take emergency and non-emergency calls from a variety of sources. I mobilise the fire engines, I deal with requests from the incident ground and monitor the progress of incidents. Another important part of my role is to provide important survival guidance advice to callers to help keep them calm and safe until the arrival of the fire engines. I love working for the fire service, it's a really rewarding job and I love being able to help our community. I also love working as part of a team and every day is different, we don't know what incident we could get next and I'm very proud to say that I work here. Also the shift patterns I love because it gives me a great work-life balance which is really important. So my fire safety message to you is regarding an app called What 3 Words. Now What 3 Words is an app that you can download on your phone and it helps emergency services locate exactly where you are. So every 3 metre square in the whole of the world has been given a unique 3 words. So if you're ever in an emergency situation, you can go onto the app, find the 3 words for your location and then pass that to the emergency services and they'll be able to know exactly where you are and get to you straight away. So it's a really great app, it definitely has saved lives, so download it. Take care and stay safe.